Hi, it's Dr. Craig, and we are back with the wonderful Christie. We're going to do another session of inner essence activation and start to go into more applications of the technique and how it can get us more deeply in touch with ourselves and deeply in touch with our desires. And this was actually one thing that I was talking about is we get so conditioned into doing for others that we actually lose touch of and we lose connection with our own heart and our own heart's desires. And if you're trying to navigate based on deep inner wisdom through the world, you have to know what genuinely attracts you, what you genuinely want and need. Otherwise, you're just letting whatever anybody else tells you you want and need to be your compass and not your own heart. And we were also talking about you just wanting to feel a bit more bubbly like you did when you were younger. Is there anything that you want to say, anything that you want to talk about? Mm. I mean, a lot of the things that you wanted, they're all kind of connected. So yeah, better relationships, more communication, more receiving, and being in touch with your own true desire. Those are all things that are interrelated.
Yeah, really figuring out what I want or like being able to see it.
So when you talk about what you want, do you have to see it in your head? Do you know when you feel it, or is it? Do you have to listen to it? Is there a sound?
I think like feel it.
You have to feel
To
it.
feel it.
Okay. So are you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right. So what I'm gonna have you do is just take a big deep breath in, blow it all the way out. And I want you to just ask yourself where in your body is the most relaxed. So scan your body for feeling that everything to do with relaxation and just where is it?
Oh, right here.
It's right there.
Yeah.
And what color is that?
Yes. Light blue.
It's blue. So let that light blue flow all around your body. Let it fill up your toe tips and your fingertips. Circulate all around. Let it fountain out the top of your head. And when you look out the top of your head, you realize there's a big, brilliant ball of that light blue energy, and it just expands and grows in an infinite, unlimited supply. And it moves all around you, wraps around you, seeps into your bones, going even deeper. And when you're so relaxed that no force in the universe, not even you, can make it go away, I want you to test it. I want you to try to make that relaxation go away. Notice what happens instead.
A little brighter.
Couple.
Word. Yeah.
So now that we're all relaxed and we're starting to feel ourselves, we're going to ask our body to give us a feeling, a powerful, positive feeling that has everything to do with taking us back to that core that we established in our first session. So when you're ready, ask for that feeling. Go ahead and scan your body. First impression, where is that powerful, positive feeling that will take you back into your inner essence? Right here. And if that feeling had a color, what color would it be?
Yellow.
Yellow. Ooh. Okay. So we're just going to let that grow brighter and brighter. And we're going to breathe it in from all around us, feeling it fill us, coming in from a place that we can't quite define. It's like 0 point energy. It's coming out of the atmosphere. And it's circulating all through us. And we're really saturating ourselves into it. And we're noticing how our energy is shifting and changing, how our body is shifting and changing, and even more importantly, how our mind is shifting and changing to align more deeply with our soul and spirit. So go ahead and take a little peek inside that yellow and look around it. Just ask yourself, what do you see? Is it daytime? Is it nighttime?
Like a sunset.
Like,
Yeah.
are you by yourself or with other people?
I'm by myself.
You're by yourself. And just take a note of the scenery and what's going on, and we're going to optimize it, make it even better. And when you're ready with that, just check and see if the yellow changed at all. Is it any sort of different color?
A little more like yellow orange.
Or yellow orange. Yeah. So let that new optimized color flow all throughout your mind, flow all throughout your body, flow all throughout your soul and spirit. radiate out into your energy bodies and your energy fields. Let it flow through the sense in your timeline, past, present, future, all your ancestors, all the descendants of all your past lifetimes, all the ancestors of all your past lifetimes, and just fill yourself with that orange energy. Let it melt into your essence. I want you to look out through the eyes of your essence and tell me what you see. Do you see the room, or do you see a nice sort of space-like area or floating in outer space?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's probably space. It's not, yeah.
Okay. So that outer space, inner outer space that we're in, I want you to just invite in any powerful positive aspects that you're ready to consolidate. And when they show up, like glowing balls of light, just gently put your awareness in them, see what's inside, optimize it, and just let it melt in. And you may notice feelings in your body as all of this shifts and changes, and that's wonderful. And sometimes you'll even have to access things through your body. Sometimes you'll access things through the inner space that you're at. And once it melts into the core, just let it radiate out pattern all throughout our mind, our body, our soul, our spirit, on the inside, all throughout our energy field, to the ends of the universe on the outside, swirling back in, concentrating to the core, and all throughout our sense of time, past, present, and future, including our past lives and our ancestors and descendants from many past lives that we may or may not have. So I'm getting the sense that a lot of them are coming forward, a lot of different colors.
Yeah.
When I do this, it feels a lot like I'm watching TV on like 100 different TV screens. Yeah. Is that kind of what it feels like?
Yeah, multiple things playing at once.
Just enjoy the process. Paying attention where you need to pay attention, but just letting your deep inner wisdom and your inner essence actually just do the process for you. And just enjoying all the feel good feelings that are rippling all throughout your mind, all throughout your body, easily and effortlessly, fusing you into one cohesive whole. And when you feel it's appropriate, you can kind of think about the goals and desires and things that you want. And one of our big goals for today was actually to get you in touch with your own desire. So we can actually start inviting in specifically the parts of you that have everything to do with healthy, wholesome, and integrated desire. Fortunately, desire is often blocked by bad circumstances or things emotionally difficult. We're going to get to those in a minute. Howard is trying to collect the positive, like a pebble in a bucket and at the beach. When the process just keeps rolling and rolling and you just keep enjoying it. We're actually doing a lot more integrating than we did last time. We've built a lot of resources. And I know we're floating in that inner space, outer space like place. But just check in with your body. Notice how that's shifting and changing. So, how many feelings and pieces are coming up from the body, and how many feelings and pieces are coming in the inner space?
Oh, it's like two or three.
And 2 or 3 of the body. So let me know when it seems like you've consolidated all of the perfectly positive aspects. You're ready to work with something that's a little bit less than positive.
Okay. Right.
You're ready? Okay. So we're gonna pick something easy. We're gonna like pick something annoying like a parking ticket or somebody giving you a dirty look or something easy. So I want you to just invite in an aspect that is a little bit less than positive. Just one. And I want you to kind of gently place your awareness around it. And if we can do it with just the energy, so you look at the color of it. And I want you to ask, can I just change the color of this to make it better? So can I change the energy and color and vibration and just optimize that and integrate that? Or do I need to explore it?
That one just changes.
That one just changes. Okay. And so as it changes, just let it melt into you and then let that light, that energy, that radiance go all throughout the pattern that we've already established. Inner spaces, mind, body, soul, spirit, outer energy fields, and timeline. And I know that was a little thing, but it had a big change, right? Because it was something that was draining your energy that we turned into something positive. It's, in some ways, it's even better than transforming something that's positive.
Mhm.
So why don't we just real carefully and cautiously start kind of pulling things up one by one that you're ready to integrate that are less than positive. So what's the color of the next one?
It's like a dark purple.
And can you just change the energy of it, or do you need to look at it a little bit?
Trying to change it.
Okay. So just go ahead and thread your awareness into it. And you can kind of imagine just a movie screen opening up in front of it so you can kind of see what's going on in there and get a sense of the scene and the scenario, daytime, nighttime. Are you by yourself? Are you with other people? Look around at what's going on.
Daytime.
It's daytime.
There's other people
Other people.
inside.
And then I want you to make that scene, situation, scenario perfect for you. Best case scenario, and it can be as crazy as fantastical. Doctor Who could show up in the TARDIS and take you away, a dragon could bust through the door, the Kool-Aid man could show up. Whatever would make it amazing for you. Just write that into the scenario. And let whatever energies, colors, and vibrations that you need to transform it flow through you. Flowing from your connection with the divine. So if we look at it on the outside, it's starting to change now. Then you've really got that new scenario. Like keep playing it over and over again until it gets perfect. You can go with the speed of thought. There we go. That feels good, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Okay. So what color is it in?
It's like a light green.
And like a light green.
Okay.
So let that light green melt into you if it's ready, and let that energy spread all throughout your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. All through your timelines, all through your energy fields. Causing some big shift and
Yeah.
lots of energy is releasing. What are you feeling like? Tell me about it.
Like physically, it's almost like tingling. Like,
You've got the tingles,
yeah, like a sense of relief.
the sense of relief. So you went after something kind of big, like that was like a big thorn. I don't know what it was, but it seemed like it was important to you. So we're just going to gently collect anything, gently collect things that are neutral and slightly less than positive, just like we did before. So we're going to go for stuff that we don't necessarily have to look at a whole bunch to transform. It's still draining our energy, so we're just going to let those start to come into clear light, inner space, outer space, space, and just invite anything in the body that wants to open up through the same pattern. And we're clearing a lot of flush and clearing a lot of smoke and building the resources. And I think we'll probably have maybe the resources for one more big thing. What do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe two big things, but I want to say one big thing for receiving and desire and all of that. And just enjoy all of the relief from transforming all of this neutral and less the positive things. They're kind of draining our energy. I want you to know, I think that you're really brave for doing this kind of work. A lot of people don't, but it's what you need to do to be happy and to really enjoy your life.
Thanks. Yeah, that's what I want.
Fortune favors the bold.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get stagnant. Right. So we're going to do the big thing that your inner wisdom and your other than conscious mind wants to work on most. Is it coming up from the body, or is it coming into the inner space?
It's coming in.
The inner space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when you look at it, what color is it?
Like a dark blue.
Like a dark blue. Yeah. And on a scale of 1 out of 10, 10 being, terror or rage or some really horrible emotion, what would you number this one? So 1 is super pleasant, 10 is super unpleasant.
Like a 7.
Like
7 or an 8, yeah.
like a 7 or an 8. And I just want you to just ask yourself if there's any reason why you're holding on to this or if you're ready to let it go.
I'm ready to let it go.
You're ready to let it go. So a lot of times bad things can have some good learning. So just search for any sort of glimmer of gold or wisdom, whatnot. And I want you to just gently extract that and internalize the positive learning, whatever it may be. And just let it kind of resonate all throughout your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. And often in the learning, there's the energies and the vibrations that when we unfold them, they can actually let us melt and dissolve the whole complex. So do you feel like you can just transform its energy? Or do we need to explore it on the inside a little bit more?
And change it.
Okay. And change it with the different energy and see what happens. And if you need to see anything or your awareness can be pulled into it or you can see it on a screen. Otherwise, just let the energy change and transform it. And let me know what color or colors it's transforming for. It seems kind of irregular shaped and like it's got a bunch of different kind of sections, globs to it.
Yeah, like a blob.
It's a blob of blobs.
It's lighting. It's like Blake gray, almost white.
Okay. And it seems like getting close to being ready to integrate and be positive and radiate throughout you. Take all the time you need, let it happen, and let the universe support you, whatever energies and colors and vibrations you need. Just let them breathe in through you, either from your connection to the divine on the inside or from the external divinity. Feeling a lot of the crackle of your skin as this is shifting. Are you getting more tingles?
Yeah, it's kind of like he's like popping and it comes feels like rain, kind of.
Right, it seems like it's melting in.
Yeah.
There is one more in the queue that's about passion and desire. So it's kind of big too. So just kind of let your mind sort of be aware of its existence as the other one is starting to go off throughout your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, getting through your tongue, through and out into the energy fields, concentrating back into your core. As you're letting the first big one finish, the second pick one that a little bit more related to desire. What color?
Like a red.
Like a
It's reddish purple.
reddish. And do you need to explore it? Or do you need to transfer the energy out of it?
If I transform it, it'll be off.
Okay. And if you need to, you can always look inside it when it's transformed and let a little screen pop up. So there is some relationship between the first one and the second one. I'm not quite sure what it is. Something they think to be aware of. And what is that root of energy? Transforming it to.
Like it's pale blue.
Like pale blue.
Wow.
So let those merge in and let yourself open deeper to yourself, letting your soul, spirit, and essence coalesce and let that innate connection with the divine, whatever you want to call it, that's deep inside, that solidify even more. Perfect. Let it radiate out. Really optimize and let it radiate out. Radiate all through your timeline, all throughout your inner space. And it can feel kind of strange to be much more deeply connected to yourself. Because a lot of times the only time we do that is when we're asleep. So it can actually make us very sleepy because we get confused. We're like, I'm connecting to myself, but I'm not asleep. So just remember you're awake. And awaking personality Christie is getting in touch with all of the drifting, dreaming, floating, flying Christies inside. And every time you wake up and go to sleep, this process can happen. And it can run in the background during your day. Little pieces always integrating, unfolding, and expanding, unifying, generalizing through all the different parts of yourself, and concentrating back into the core. Perfect. Well, let me know when that formerly maroon light blue piece is done opening in. We need a little bit more time. What do you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Then I want to kind of, this was something fun that's like super energizing. But I think that in terms of change, you're about cooked. You're You're about done.
Yeah.
There we go. So as that finishes up, I want your deep inner wisdom in here, its core, to start radiating energy into your belly. So go ahead and put your hands on your belly. And I want you to start spinning a ball, and you can either spin it rolling forwards or rolling backwards. Which one's more comfortable?
Forwards.
Forwards. So just kind of spin that ball. And if you want to use your hand, you can. If you just want to spin it with your mind, you can. But you're getting kind of a nice forward step.
Yeah.
And you're letting that ball and your belly spin. And notice how it starts to pulse and how it starts to get solid. And it's even kind of wiggling around a little bit. And when it gets the right spot, when it connects into your lower dantian, it'll feel kind of like it clicks into place. Just wait for that sense of settling. Because we really want to charge up the physical body and charge up our physicalized energy with all of the vibrations and energies and colors that are going to be most beneficial to us. And you'll notice that as you spin it faster and faster, it actually makes energy flow up and down your legs and upwards and back. You seem to be at a good cruising speed with that. Just whatever energy, colors, vibrations that you need to fill your body with and fill your fluid body with. Whatever you need to be deeply charged up with. Okay. Perfect. So we're just going to start to open our eyes, become more aware of the room, feeling that new sense of self and that new presence radiating on. I might block the camera, but I do want to look at your face. Your face actually popped out. Yeah. Your eyebrows are actually a little bit more prominent. Your eyebrows have a lot to do with like personal will and personal destiny.
Okay.
The same with the cheeks. A lot of personal power. They actually probably about 2 or 3 millimeters bigger in your chins. We're gonna have to go check this out in the mirror.
Yeah.
What do you feel right now? Tell me about it.
I definitely feel, I guess, like you said, like more energized, more like more in touch. I guess. That was me.
You have a lot more shine in your eyes, which is something from face reading. It's about the glow that you can see out of people's eyes when their spirits in their body.
Okay.
So that was a big and positive change. In terms of personal practice, and this is something you can do when you're walking your dog.
Okay.
I do this to get myself up in the morning, because I'm not a morning person at all. But I feel my fluid body, our energy envelope that we've talked about.
Okay.
I feel that. Feel the breathing. I use a feeling to kind of slide myself back into connection with my essence and my core. And then I actually start concentrating those energies by rolling the ball in the belly.
Okay.
And then I do some other stuff after that. Just start with that. Start with that. Because that will get your energy channels clear and it'll get your nervous system balanced. It'll charge up your belly.
Okay.
And start building energy for the day. If you're gonna roll the ball at night, you probably want to roll it backwards. So forwards tends to be yang and activating, and rolling it backward tends to be yin, restful, consolidating.
Okay.
Any big questions? Anything you want to ask? I mean, we moved through some really heavy stuff.
Yeah. I guess my only question would have been like to how to get maintenance. And so like that's a good, like even when I'm walking.
Yeah. So just let the connect with the core and let it concentrate energies in the body.
Okay.
If you want to do just kind of a freestanding practice on your own, just invite in the positive aspects or any less than positive aspects that you can transform easily into the consolidation process. And then you run them through, radiating out, concentrating back in, filling your inner spaces, radiating through the timelines and coming back. Okay. There's another thing that we might do next time, and that I'll kind of mention it. I wanted to talk with you about it before we did it. It's actually using your heart essence, so that your inner essence, which is your heart essence, using that to connect directly with the heart essence of everybody on the planet, past, present, and future. So you're kind of shining to them and they're shining to you. We're not connecting to the grunge or the personality. We're basically connecting with
Mm-hmm.
the deepest part of everyone that's ever been, is, or will be, so that we can all kind of mutually enhance. It tends to deepen the integration, and it tends to get you access to a lot of really powerful, positive feelings.
Okay.
It's one of the things that I did because I put several different variations of this in different meditation programs and things that I teach because it actually emotionally grounds you. So
Mm-hmm.
it grounds you in a sense of connection and community. A lot of spiritual practices, especially ones where they just pump energy up, they get people disconnected and disassociated from their body, and they kind of start to, in some ways, close down the heart. And people get these ideas that I'm this high and mighty spiritual cultivator, and then
Gotcha.
everybody else is this
Or distant.
lowly, unawake ant.
Uh,
And really connecting with the essence, first all people and then all sentient life.
uh-huh.
It's really hard to be lonely, and it makes you feel deeply connected, and it feels like there's always somebody there to help you.
Okay. That's nice.
So maybe we'll do it.
That's great. Sounds good.
If
Looking
I
forward to it.